This is why we save, people. This is why we save our progress. Because random ass shit like that, that is the reason why you save spam. There's no other reason. Oh man, I am so glad I saved my progress just before it crashed. I would have been unbelievably pissed. All right. Anyways, go back to Omega Ruby. We'll turn that on. Turn this on as well. Ugh. This. Go to this. Go here. Did I lose anyone during the blackout? I'm pretty sure I did. Alright, so I'm going to slowly, keyword slowly, I'm going to check about the Elite Four because I want to know if the Elite Four get stronger if I fight them again. I know they don't do that in Pokemon X and Y, because they're a bunch of bitches. Okay, yes, there is a rematch. And from the looks of it, they swap a few Pokemon, but generally just get stronger. So, we're gonna do this. We are gonna do this. I'm going to take on the Elite Four, and then I'm going to take on the Elite Four again. Because I want to be beating them at their best. No little, oh, I gotta cop out because my guys are like nearly at 100. Nah. I beat them once, I'm gonna beat them again. And you know what? I'm going to buy, okay, I'm definitely gonna restock, but I'm going to make this a challenge per se. Why am I not rich? So not only I'm going to do this, I'm going to make it a little additional challenge, which I'm pretty sure I don't even need. I'm going to do it without items or, healing. Because I'm going to be honest, I'm pretty sure I'm just going to one-shot every single mon. Let's see. What did you use? Okay, wait. I'll at least keep one specific item. Oh, I don't. Oh, right. Yeah, I forgot. I gave you guys that during Pokemon X and Y. Yeah, I'm gonna give you a lucky egg. Actually, who needs the most? Oddly enough, Gyarados. Alright. You will be holding luck instance because I want money. Say again. Oh, it's fire? No. Damn it, I should know this. Dark. I remember it was dark types. Okay. I don't know if people's in chat, but I need to say this. Why the hell did they make a budget where they built a giant room that has these falling petals all over the place and a bridge that leads to a smaller room that leads into the Pokemon Battle Arena for the Elite Four? For one of them. Man, they are just fucking like Richie McRicherson. They're like Scrooge McDuck, but actually not willing to. They're actually willing to spend their money. And again, they added a literal, I'm going to assume that's an actual lake or just a water. Oh, come on. Alright, next is obviously Ghost. Oh, she actually has a chair. This is mine now. Alright, anyways. What? Okay. Okay, is it just me, or is she the only ghost type, the most cheerful ghost type trainer? She seems a bit too buddies. Let's keep that one. Nice. Oh, that hurt. Oh, where's the bottom? Please tell me there's this actual slide. Please, please. Ah, come on. That would have been cool. Travel far to all my ice type moves. Oh, wait. Wait a minute. Hold on. Wow, she is cold-hearted. I was about to say, like, is this like the mother of Cynthia? Because she says she's not from Poen. And she's blonde, so... Oh, I'm paying attention to what the fuck she said to me. Lacey. Cynthia. Lacey, Cynthia. Oh. Okay, no, I'm done. Mine's better. Let's switch it out. Let's do earthquake. Yeah, I should have seen that coming. Okay, now they have lava. Wait a minute. Okay, good. My mic's actually working. Well, hi there. Okay then. What we got, buddy? Well, what do I got, Buster Brown? Let's do you. Kindra, my nemesis. Oh, you cheeky bastard. Nice. Okay. I'll take it. Okay, just take it back. I'm coming. Who dis? I'm gonna go after Shiny Spinda and Krogunk from the greatest mash in plat. Well, first off, hi. Second of all, oh, the Great Marsh. Okay, I my brain thought of Mash from from something. I don't know. Okay, platinum. I mean, from what I've heard, kind of people are going everywhere to get their hands on any kind of Spinda because of the whole Pokemon bank crisis that's been going on. So fucking go for it, man. Croagunk, however, I mean, I'm not gonna say don't. Honestly, a shiny Croagunk is pretty nice. Though I feel like there's probably other places where you can get a shiny Croagunk that's at least a more convenient and easier to get your hands on. And I'm not referring to like Scarlet Violet or Legends EA or not like, yeah, I'm gonna say Legends EA or Pokemon Legends Arceus, specifically Arceus. But anyways, hi, my name's Vtuber, your semi-friendly mercenary for fun. I do this whole spiel, blah blah blah. We're doing a mix of Ribbon Master Challenge and Shiny Hunting, which I'm gonna have to do this twice. I'm trying to get mine before and then drive 2 hours to my homie's for his bank since it didn't download. And I have tons of shiny Croagunks, but I want to hunt it and have it on my main. And you know what? That's valid. I feel like, well, so let me ask. I'm actually quite curious now. Do you want to get a shiny Croagunk in Platinum because that's where it originated? Or is it more to it? Because I can give like a general idea of why you want to get the Platinum shiny Croagunk instead of like Legends Arceus. Because my general understanding is that I feel like most games, especially the older games, shiny Pokemon were more high held of value and respected in a sense. I'm just working and watching Ribbon Master videos, so best of luck to you. Also, level 80 on Go, so I can pull any of those. I want a Safari shiny because I never experienced that Safari week. I feel so bad because I really wanted to do that shiny week. It pisses me off the most because I actually, one of the things I'll do, or at least I should have done this, is basically make a bunch of instances and just go running around in the Safari Zone in, what is it, Pokemon, what's it, Soul Silver. Pokemon Soul Silver, because I believe it. I gotta double check, but I'm pretty sure that is the only Safari Zone where you have a better chance of finding a Kangaskhan than any other Safari Zone in games. Because I, for the longest time, wanted a shiny Kangaskhan, and I did. Albeit I had a shiny bot that kind of did all the botting for me as I was doing other projects like setting up stuff for the Ribbon Challenge, shiny hunting other Pokemon, etc., etc. But I would love to do. Hell, I'd even collab. But you know, I gotta do like a shit ton of prep up and all that other crap. But honestly, I need to figure out when's the next one. Other than the easier Omega Ruby Alpha Sapphire shinies, I also got a shiny Catrat before I even know which shinies are also having full out shinies. And from the Safari would just be for experience. Absolutely, and I think a lot of people have explained why shiny hunting in the Safari Zone is a lot more thrill-seeking, and is there a reason why there's an event for it? I've heard. But yeah, I mean, personally, I kind of like it how even today there's still only a few Pokemon that you can get your hands on that, you know, are usually reserved for what is it, Safari Zone. Kangaskhan being a really good reason. Which mod? Oh, so the top right, I'm shiny hunting a Deoxys from Pokemon Emerald, and on the bottom left, I'm trying to shiny hunt a Uxie. And as you can see, I have a lot of instances. Mainly because one, I'm lazy, two, I'm very impatient, and three, I'm kind of glad I limited myself to 9, because when I first started shiny hunting in terms of streaming, and actually to be shiny hunting in general, I kind of went over the deep end. So I think this was like about a year ago when I started, like officially started shiny hunting. I ended up having like 4 windows, and then it went to 5, then it went to 6, and then one thing led to another. I ended up having like 50 instances. No, not 50. No. At least like 32 windows of Pokemon Platinum trying to shiny hunt a shiny Giratina. And I learned my lesson not to do that. Even though I found 5, killed 3, and barely caught 2. Croagunk is my favorite Pokemon in general, and Deoxys is my favorite legend / mythical. Yeah, and because Pokebank is shutting down, I'm kind of in a rush to try to get all the Pokemon I want to get my hands on before it's over. Oh, what am I doing? So I actually have somewhat of a to-do list. A little chore wheel, if you could say, where I am trying my best to get a massive sum of shiny legendaries that you cannot get your hands on naturally. Or knowing freaking Nintendo, they're gonna be like, oh, we're gonna add an additional paywall or a special event that's only gonna last for like a week and then never bring it back. Not to mention, there's actually a bunch of Pokemon that even today, no one even knows how to get them, or they're like nearly, what's the word I'm looking for? One of a kind. I mean, hell, just 2 days ago, I was hunting a level 9 Salamence in Pokemon Ultra Moon. And then, of course, there was a level 10 Dragonite, which I did manage to get my hands on. Which that one ain't easy, let me tell you. Pain in the ass, I will tell you. Because you're trying to catch a Dratini, or you're trying to get a final Dratini that is a 1% chance, and then trying to do the SOS calls, which in addition is a 1% chance of that Dragonite spawning. So just annoyance on top of annoyance, but hey, it was worth it. Might attempt the towers, want to get some of that contest ribbons and platinum. I'm gonna dip and try to find the best look. I will say this, heed my warning. You need to make sure you get the best motherfuckers that they'll let you in the battle towers. I will tell you this from personal experience in this entire challenge, especially Pokemon Platinum, Emerald, and there's one more game, I don't remember. But I know Pokemon Platinum and Pokemon Emerald specifically, their AIs are a lot more clever and a lot more smarter than their predecessors, or than their inferiors. So if you want to do the towers, heavily recommend you go to like Pokemon Platinum, or not, is it Pokemon Diamond and Pearl and Pokemon Ruby and Sapphire, because granted they're still going to be difficult, but they're not like clever, smart type of clever, or their AIs are a bit downgraded. So learn from my mistake, never do it in Platinum, do it in Diamond and Pearl. I saw a video about a Vtuber taking over one of the rooms and getting an easy strat with Gengar and Frostlass. So while I'm waiting for a Croagunk to... Oh yeah! So that, I actually haven't learned about that, but I learned it through doing the Wi-Fi battle. Because I was doing it like I'll say this: when I was streaming, like, hey, I'm gonna do the Wi-Fi battles. I've already done this. We're doing this. First thing I dealt with, or the first streak I dealt with like an Arceus, a Palkia, a bunch of shiny legendaries. I was like, okay, well, this is some bullshit right there. And then a lot of Pokemon that were just really cheap, like not cheating level, but it was cheap. And then later down the line, I figured out, like, oh, there's this pattern of people with Gengar and Frostlass. Granted, they're still a pain in the neck, but at least I can predict it. And then later on, I learned that there was an actual thing that's going on where they are basically controlling the whole thing just to make it somewhat bearable for people like me that are trying to do the contest or the ribbon challenge, which is it has been a buttload of help. Which I will say this: I'd rather do the Wi-Fi battle like 50 times in a row than any of the battle towers, like singles, doubles, multi, any of them. Oh, those things were a pain in the ass. Hated them since day one. Except the one in Gale of Darkness and Coliseum, because those were fun. Those were actually fun at all, like completely fun. But I'm pretty sure I'm only saying that because you can actually heal and, you know, revive and all that stuff. But yeah, it was more fun. I'm gonna say that. Oh, buddy. You're not ready for this magnum-sized earthquake. Safa. Yes. All right. You know what makes it more funnier? I'm gonna have to do this shit again because I want to actually beat them legitimately. So if the GameCube gamers were on the Switch, now they can be... Now can those be transferred directly to home, or does it still go through the bank? So if you're referring to like Pokemon Coliseum, or no, my bad. The Nintendo Switch doesn't have Coliseum because they're a bunch of cowards. I believe you are able to use the Nintendo Switch and play Gale of Darkness and then transfer it to home, but I'm pretty sure if you're referring to the GameCube, that's a big no. Technically you can transfer any Pokemon from Gale of Darkness or even Coliseum. The problem is that you need to basically do some world hopping first. And for that, I mean, let's go with the easier route. So you got Gale of Darkness, and let's say you got the Eevee. You transfer that Eevee into Pokemon Emerald. You transfer Pokemon Emerald into the Pal Park in, let's say, Pokemon Platinum. You get Pokemon Platinum, and then you do the Poke Transfer in Pokemon Black and White. And then you do the transferring that into Pokemon Black and White. Then you do the Poke Bank, which the bank can either convert it into like the 3DS games, or you can just put it into storage and then transfer it to Pokemon Home. So yes, there's a way of doing it. One, it will take too long, or unless you're willing to spend an entire day's worth of it. Two, and I highly recommend this, and I'm just saying that because I'm literally doing it, do it through emulators. And three, and this is kind of the biggest kicker, it's free. I think I've said more than enough on my streams where, yes, if you got the physical copies, I am not going to disrespect you in any shape or form. Good to you. That things are worth a fortune. However, if you want to do a challenge like the Ribbon Master Challenge and you don't want to blow a hole in your wallet or anything in general, I highly recommend doing emulators because one, it's more faster, it's more efficient. You don't have to literally spend like triple or 4-digit amounts of money just to play this or to do all the transferring and all that crap. Not to mention, since it's on your computer, there's a lot better and safer way to transfer your Pokemon to game and game. Also, and this is kind of a little bit of a bonus, you can also store your Pokemon, and if you really want to be that guy, you could just have your own personal storage system and just forego Pokemon Home entirely. Which, I'm gonna be honest, I actually might resort to doing that. So much so, I'm pretty sure once Pokemon Bank is fully shut down, I'm gonna have to do a little bit of extra research to see if I'm able to do it. But I would like to just transfer all of my Pokemon from Pokemon Home into, let's say, Pokemon Scarlet and Violet, grab that save file, copy every Pokemon that I have had within the 20 years Pokemon has been out, and then store it into like a hard drive where my Pokemon will be memorialized a lot more longer and safer than any Nintendo will ever fucking do. I'm glad emulated mods can be taken to real games, but yeah, as long as they don't have hacked mods removed, I don't care. And with Chance being the main op, it doesn't really matter. And that's a fair point. And I know, like, yeah, a lot of people are like, oh, I'm just gonna use the emulators to cheat and shit. Like, I don't think, I mean, yes, you can do it. I don't personally do it. The only things I will ever do in terms of resorting to that route is either A, you know, slightly increase the Pokemon by like a few extra levels, because like, oh, I'm stuck in this you know, shiny hunting phase. I can't leave at any point or else I'll never come back. So let me just increase my guy just a little bit so that I don't, you know, deal with the hassle. Or two, I just give it a move that it is capable of learning. You know, very small. I'm not doing it for competitiveness. I'm not doing it for any contest of sorts. I got bigger things to do with that, so. Besides, anyone that does that, I mean, call them out. Yeah. And with most other systems, I'm hoping the community makes their own bank system because it's really that high tech, so it shouldn't be too hard. I doubt this means no more DS mods ever. And, well, and that's the part that pisses me off the most. Because, I mean, again, everyone and their damn mother has talked about this over and over. And I've even gotten a freaking paint.net to explain it. But long story short, I feel like it is a terrible idea. Because not only that they're removing an additional system that they created, which was designed to be a kind of a transferring system, because again, every time they make a new game, they just forego and just forget the previous games, because fuck that, too much money or something. But they're also damning every other generation that they made. Because without Pokemon Bank, they're basically like, hey, you remember the older games like Generation 1, 2, 3, 4, all the way up to like Pokemon Ultra Moon? Yeah, all those, we don't care about them anymore. Actually, no, we don't care about them. We're just gonna have you pay for it again once we start converting it into the Nintendo Switch. So, yeah, you're gonna have to buy those games again. And maybe not 20 bucks, they might ramp it up to 60 bucks or 80 bucks because they're a bunch of greedy cunts. And I can say for a fact they are a bunch of greedy cunts because, one, they've been suing Palworld, which I'm not going to go into the deeper details because, honestly, I'd be here all day and I've already ranted about them with that whole lawsuit. Number two, they've increased their prices because why not? And that's not even mentioning the patenting system and the fact that they're trying to sue the United States government and blah, 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 blah. All that crap aside, they're not even hiding the fact that they're being greedy. And I don't even know, and I'm going to say this with my chest wide open. I don't know who the president of Nintendo is, but they don't deserve the right to be the president of the Nintendo. Because ever since they started, you know, being the president and controlling and doing all that stuff, it has been down the shitter. There is not a redeeming thing that they have done. And of course, I'm not counting anything else like, oh, we have our 30th anniversary. I'm not counting that. I'm not counting all the small little things. Valid take. It should be considered a valid take. But of course, we have a bunch of people that are a bunch of diehards that are, quite frankly, honestly, they need to go to a mental asylum to be studied. I will fund it if I become affiliate or I actually get revenue of streaming on Twitch and YouTube. I would love to donate like 5 or 10% of my earnings just so I can bring those losers into a mental asylum to be researched on. And, you know, maybe a bunch of other losers that are in that general range of stupidity. Because clearly the range of stupidity has made it a bit farther out. It's quite insane. Actually, funnily enough, I actually was hearing about some other game. I think it was like Hogwarts Legacy 2. I think that's what it was. Apparently, people are being really, really butthurt about that to the point where I think they were saying something around the lines of they would kill them. They would. Okay, I'm sorry, I can't say that because YouTube doesn't want me to say naughty words, but I don't have a filter. You know what I do? You know what? Fuck it, I'm gonna unfilter myself. Basically, long story short, apparently there's a lot of people that don't like the new Hogwarts Legacy 2 game. To the point where they're like, yeah, I'm willing to kill myself if anyone plays that game. Which, I've never played Hogwarts 2. Hell, I haven't even played the first one. But if you're giving me a dumb statement like that, then I don't know. There's a word there's a sentence I want to say, but I don't think the world is ready for that just yet. Basically, space DO space IT space ... Oh, also COWARD, and you know, added like 5 extra dots. And just like that, I'm gonna be canceled on Twitter. At least something would change. At least something would get spicy. Alright, I'm gonna see if I can speed this up. Actually, wait, can I speed it up? No, I cannot. Yeah, that's extreme, I know. The hate for the game, but don't consume. She's already a billionaire, so they aren't doing anything. That is a valid point. I mean, I think I can't remember if she admitted it or not, but I could have sworn she said she went to that giant extremes of, I don't know, what was that weird name? Made Snape black, made Dumbledore gay. I don't know if that was true or not, but I think it was like, yeah, no, she even admitted that she only did that to stir in the hype for that whole wokeness or some crap like that. Though I will say I don't condone self-harm. If you do self-harm, stop it. Stop being stupid, get some help. And yeah, don't. But yeah, no, I do agree on the sense of like, you can't hate something you haven't played unless it's like undeniably bad. I feel like there's a little bit of wiggle room, but at the same time, I feel like your level of what's the word? Credit is like basically a pinch of salt. Which is actually funny that I say that because I remember I was like really hyped about it of Pokemon Legends ZA. I love the battle mechanic, it looked fun, and then I started hearing some bad mouth about it because, oh, it's half-assed, it's lazy, poor design, all this stuff, and I was like, you know what, I'm on the same wagon. Why would I spend $70 on a game that's not even worth that amount? And of course, I've said it a few times, and then I also like, you know what, I should put my money where my mouth is. So I managed to, through eBay, because Lord knows I'm not supporting that shit, I bought the Nintendo, the Switch 1's version of Pokemon Legends ZA for like $60. And I was streaming it, I was giving it my criticism, my valid, you know, this, and this. And I can agree, it was a really bad game. There was a lot of good things on it, but it did not outweigh all of the negatives that the game had. And that's the biggest thing, is that yes, there needs to be not just criticism, but there needs to be a standard. And what's the word I'm looking for? Take accountability of their fault. Because yeah, they did it, they were lazy, didn't they spend like less money than most games? You know what, let me hold on, I'm gonna fact check this. Hold up, let me fact check this. How much did Pokemon cost to make? Okay, so Pokemon Sword, okay, again, this is from AI Overview. This is a very half-assed run, but I'm just gonna take it with a grain of salt. Pokemon Sword and Shield raised, or the cost to make the game for Sword and Shield was $16 million. Legends Arceus was 14 million. Scarlet and Violet was $21.5 million. And this new game in Generation 10 is going to be worth $20 million. Pokemon Legends ZA is only 13 million. So basically, it was cheap. They spend less money on Legends ZA than they did with Legends Arceus. They spend less money on making Scarlet and Violet, the game that came before Legends ZA. That is a big can of disappointment. Arceus. It's Arceus. As far as my knowledge is aware, when it comes to that particular thing, both of them are technically right. Because Japanese just love their kanjis, and translating it to English is a pain in the ass. Also, why am I fighting her? Wait, Legends was by far the best, so they were pocketing the money. STG. My phone's at 10, but this time I usually gotta do a good luck with the shinies. Yeah. Honestly, and I'm pretty sure you're not here, but I'm just gonna say this out of my own chest. Legends Arceus was heavily experimental. Anything that has the word Legends in it is going to be experimental, and I respect that. But at the same time, with experimental, it's a huge bloody risk. So, yes, Legends Arceus was kind of a side thing. It was heavily experimental, but it paid off. There was not money. There was no bugs. There was no crashes. There was no. It was a decent storyline. They made the world building phenomenal, and it paid off tremendously. Legends Arceus, though it was still experimental, crashed and burned hard because they did not put the effort in their risk. Why did we battle in the middle of the night? Of course I'm the champion. What do you expect? So many different people, and encountering so many Pokemon. Amazing, spectacular, tremendous. Oh. What? Shooting star? Your mom? Oh. A giant logo in the sky? What are these ears? What is there? Why is there a Game Freak? Wait, are we in a video game? And it's Spanish. Uh-oh. What? Norman? Oh, yay. Norman finally comes... What? I've been meaning to tell you, but... Oh. Is my dad having a divorce? Oh, no. He's going to be at the gym? Wow, you have a really shitty relationship. I can't believe they got away with that. Also, keep in mind, you are a gym leader. You can... Who? Actually, no, that's a good question. Hold up. Who's governed... What's the word I'm looking for? Yeah, who's the boss of the gym leaders? Like, I figured he'd be the boss of the gym, not... Honestly, you think he would have, like, lackeys that'd be like, you know, your right-hand man. Oh yeah, I forgot. I never beat the game. Or at least not this version. Oh. Hmm. Hmm. Ooh, you know what? Hold up. Hold up. Okay, I have to complete the Delta episode in order to beat this region. Ah, man. Okay, hold up. Pokemon. Hold up. On. Damn it. Hold on. Shiny a lot. I don't care, Dad. Alright, there we go. Let me see. Wait, you can get a shiny Rayquaza and Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl? And Scarlet and Violet? The fuck? I didn't know you can do that. Hmm. Oh, wow. I was not expecting this music. I am so glad I was replaying these games, because damn it, I don't pay attention to the music, but damn, the music's nice. Hold up, you know what, let me crank the music more louder so you guys can hear it. This shit be poppin'. Next time. Where's the professor? Professor! I want more shiny mons! Yeah, blah blah, don't care. Yes! Before anyone asks, yes, I did Ultra, so I did do this. All because of this. There's no other reason behind it. Oh. Now I can go run around shiny hunting. Alright, I wonder how fast can I do the Delta episode? Where? I know he lives here. Yeah, bugger. It's a white rock. That's what they want us to think. But I know the truth. Now, what am I doing? I need to go to... Ah. Where's the smart place? Are you the guy? Dadgummit, I wasn't paying attention. What are you doing here? Oh. Ah, I'm gonna need a little reminder of that place. Seriously, where the hell am I supposed to go? Champion. Yes, blah, 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 blah. I don't care. It's not important. Yeah, go on, I have to look it up. Alright. Okay, Rust Robo City. Okay. I'm assuming I have to talk to the president. Mr. President! Oh, I'm sorry. Mr. President! Okay, I don't need to go over here. Oh, maybe I need to go to the cave? Question mark? Oh, I gotta go to Petalburg first. Where's that? Here? Where the fuck do I need to go? Said I had to go to Petalburg, right? Oh wow. Okay, hold up. Alright, and Heidelberg, Courtney, and Matt, or slash Matt, oh, Wally in front of his house. Okay. Wait. Heidelberg. This ain't. Wally doesn't live in Heidelberg. He lives in, he lives in there. Hold up. This one's not right. Oh wait, hold up. to go to May first. Then we go to Petalsburg, and then we go to the other place. I just went the wrong way. Alright. Alright, you know what? You know what? I'm gonna... No. Anyways. I'm gonna do this my own time. I'm getting a bit too tired to stream, so I will just do the Delta episode on my own time, and then, you know, beat the Elite Four again, and then jump into Ultra Sun and Moon, so I can start doing that. So, with that being said, thank you guys for watching. Thank you for tolerating. Don't know what to do on Saturday. I might just do more shiny hunting or something like that. I don't know yet. But anyways, I will see you guys next time.